Hi everyone, I'm here to talk about 21st century learning and how it can benefit my medical assistant program and my students. When we talk about 21st century learning, we think about the 4 C's: creativity, communication, collaboration, and creative thinking. As of right now, my medical assistant program is very much stuck in the 20th century. The students read their textbooks, they test their knowledge. They do come to lab where I will talk at them, I will show them the skills, and then once they've learned the skills, they will practice on each other. So as I'm doing research, I'm learning that you need to think about TPAC, or technology, pedagogical, and content knowledge when you are creating your lesson plans, because there's a sweet spot where it brings all of them together and gives your students the best educational experience. I'm still very new to TPAC, so what I plan to do is reach out to my personal learning network. And in my PLN, I have other medical assistant program directors and other occupational program directors that might be able to help me by telling me what 21st century learning means to them, and also what they do for their programs that might work for my program and help me bring my program into the 21st century learning. So when I was doing research, I came across this article, How Do You Define 21st Century Learning by Elizabeth Rich. And in this article, multiple individuals comment on what 21st century learning means to them. So Sarah Brown Wessling states that 21st century learning embodies an approach to teaching that marries the content to skill, while Susan Rundell Singer states adaptability, complex communication skills, non-routine problem solving, and self-management. So both of these comments really hit true to my medical field, or to the medical field, especially the comment from Susan about complex communication skills, non-routine problem solving, and self-management. Because as medical assistants, the day-to-day is so very different, and you have to be willing to think on your toes. So what I plan to do to help bring my program to the 21st century learning is that I looked at other occupational programs at my community college, and they all have simulation labs. They're equipped with cameras and microphones and like a state-of-the-art tools. And as of right now, my medical assistant lab looks like this, and I would like to turn this room into an exam room, so that it would look like an exam room in a medical office. And so in that room, you could see that there were cameras placed throughout the room that would allow my students to collaborate and get creative and make these scenarios that they might experience in the medical office. And then they would perform these scenarios, and we would record them, and then they would meet in this room to debrief and collaborate and talk about, where they need to work on their skills or what skills they performed really well. So as you can tell, that by making these changes and providing a simulation lab for my students, I will be able to focus on the 4 C's of 21st century learning, because the students will get creative, they will communicate with each other, they will collaborate, and then they will have critical thinking. And then I will be covering the TPAC part of the 21st century learning. So my plan is to present this idea to my supervisor and see if we can bring the 21st century learning to my medical assistant program. So at my community college, it takes about a year to introduce an idea and then for it to become reality. So I hope that in a year I can update you all and tell you that my program is in the 21st century. Thanks.